What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Craig, and we are going to be going over the charts. The markets are still in red right now. Pre-markets, we're going to take a look. Could today be the bounce day? We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at our targets on the traditional markets. Then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, see where we're at. I got stopped out of my trades. I'll tell you what happened there, and I re-entered. I will let you know where I'm at with that now. So let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, tick that notification bell, and let's get into it. So looking at the Dow futures, they're down just under 1,200 points. S&P's down 155 points. NASDAQ's down 560-ish points. But again, job reports, they're probably coming out right about now, so we'll see what happens. Probably going to get some volatility there, but it is Friday also. Will the stocks get a bounce back? Will Bitcoin bounce with the markets if we get a bounce back? We're going to take a look at our targets, see if they hit, and go from there. So taking a look at Dow Jones. So obviously we're going to open up lower than this, but our target was 40. But remember I said if we broke this, this is a trend line from way back here. So if we break this, open and close the daily below there, our next target's around this 38. So unless we can get back above this. So, and we've had this target for 3 months, something like that. Now let's talk about this. So S&P nailed our target, but it's also opening lower. So this is going to be our support and resistance line to watch today. Let's see where it goes. If it goes above, maybe we get a relief rally. If it goes below, probably more downside. Same thing with NASDAQ. NASDAQ hit our support yesterday. Looks like it's going to open lower. Will this start to be its new resistance? If so, our target is about 14.6 for the NASDAQ. But if we can get back above this, like I said, the jobs report might have a big effect on this. But anyways, let's get into my trades. So drum roll, please. All right. So as you guys know, we had our stops at 30 or 83.8. Got stopped out overnight while I was sleeping, woke up, got back into the trade, but we did get stopped out, and it was $6,000 profit on our trades there. I jumped back in when I woke up. Really should have waited. There's a lesson for you. Don't just jump into a trade, but I'm okay with it, right? So we're still up from yesterday's close. So we're down 2,200 as of right now. If we go up more, well, I'll let you guys know in the Discord what I'm doing with that. So if I change anything, but as of right now, that's what I'm looking at. I have no stops on it because I'll probably ladder in if we go higher, because I still think this weekend's probably going to be a red weekend. If my thoughts change on that, I will let you know. If you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XPT. Links down below. There's also a tutorial there. Never mind the Savvy 50 on the tutorial. The new one is for, I think it lasts till the end of this month. You can put in Savvy 50 if you already have an account under my link, or Savvy 100. I'm sorry. Savvy 100 will get you 100% deposit bonus. Whatever you deposit up to $10,000, they'll match. And you can use that towards your margin. So if you haven't signed up, if you sign up right now using my link, you don't even have to put the promo code in. You just automatically get the 100% deposit bonus. So now let's take a look at our BitUnix trade. On BitUnix, we are down 256, but that one got closed out last night too. It got stopped out. That one was a $750 profit. We're down 230 in this trade. I really want to see what happens with this trend line, and we'll take a look at it on the normal chart. But as of right now, this one's down 250. As I told you guys, you will always see open and honest shit here. I'm not going to only show the winning trades. You're going to see my winning trades and my losing trades. I'm just trying to show you guys this can be done, and you can be profitable trading, right? None of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to trade what I trade when I trade. I'm showing you it can be done. It's up to you to learn it and do it yourself, right? And find a strategy that works. And guys, these people selling courses and shit, that ain't gonna help you. It takes time. You got to put in your own effort, right? So anyways, all right, so this is the bullish case for Bitcoin. Remember, if we don't go lower here, if this was our low, we could have one more leg up. The stock markets could have one more leg up. But if the stock markets don't, then we're in the bearish case, right? This is what I'm looking at. This is key support. This is the big support for Bitcoin for this whole deal here, right? So you can remember back here when the parabola broke, right? I showed you guys this. We're bouncing in between the EMAs. Let's look at what happened back here, right? Here's our 8, 13, and 21 EMA was our resistance. Our 55 was our support. Our parabola was right here. Once that broke, it was on, right? We eventually got to move up right after about a 20% drop once we hit that. Well, let's take a look. What was that? Going to put this on here, the price range from when it broke the parabola to the low, 30% drop, and then it came back up. We had a big bounce, a dead cat bounce, a suckers rally, right, to get people back in to come back down. So be aware that if we break the parabola here. But let's take a look at this. Take a close look. Put that in your memory. See your higher high here, your lower high in the RSI, bearish divergence. Now let's go over to this one. Quite similar, right? We have lower high in the RSI, higher high in the price action, bearish divergence, and our 8, 13, and 21 EMAs are our resistance. 55 is our support, along with the parabola. Our parabola for this week, right, is 79.7 is the bottom of this. So 79.8, let's say. Go into next week, it will be 80,800. Our top is 88.3. So if we get above 88.3 and hold, then this could be invalidated, right? It may not happen like last time. If we break the parabola and that becomes our resistance, it does look like this is going to be a much bigger bear market. I know a lot of people are into the 4-year cycle and think it's going to make a new all-time high at the end of the year. It's possible, but be careful, guys. Doesn't have to happen, and things are looking pretty bearish right here. All right, taking a look at the daily. So the daily, we've been looking at this. We had this rising wedge. The fallout of that rising wedge is 78,169. I still believe we'll most likely be hitting that sometime, maybe even this weekend. But the measured move from the break of this whole move right here, right, is this trading range is 68.6, 68.8, let's say, just to be. These aren't exact, right, to the penny, guys. This is to give you a range. Anyways, and you can see in the RSI, we were bouncing off this trend line, came up, broke through, came back, retested it right here perfectly, and came back down. So a lot of things pointing to more downside, in my opinion. Here's the 4-hour. We were looking at this, right? This was from a long time ago. We caught this trade, right? Then we were looking at this as another triangle with an A, B, C, D, E. Our E was overextended, came above, but we're still breaking both of these, right? Our measured move down for that is about 62,000. But what I'm looking at here, we could move these trend lines. Let me clean this chart up a little bit. All of these are bounce areas, support and resistance. We've had them here forever, and you can see they work, right? We have much lower ones down here to go. Right now, could we move this down, right, to here, move this one up to here? Yes, we can do that. And then, you know, that A, B, C, D, E would be, this would be A, B, C way over here, D. We have an E back up to the 86,000 and then crash down, possibly. No matter what, this measured move stays the same, right? But, oh, let me move this down a little bit. Straighten this out. Okay. So the measured move would stay the same, even though we moved all that stuff, right? Let's say we broke down here. What would the measured move be then? That would get us down to about 61 to 62,000. Still about the same, right? A little bit of change, not much. But what we need to break here now is 81.6. If we can break the 81.6, I'd look for that 77, 78 range. If that breaks, obviously go down to about 70. You're going to have bounces at the even numbers, right? 80 will be probably a tough break. 70 will be a tough break. 60 will be a severely tough break just because of all the, you know, everything lining up over here. But we'll talk about that when it comes. Remember, we're just trading the markets, right? We don't care where they're going to end up. We're looking at, well, where we're at now. And where we're at now is in a bearish spot. So be careful, guys. Be cautious out there. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in at noon for our market lunch live, where we chit chat with you guys. We'll go over the charts of your choice. Make sure your notification bells are ticked. Make sure you smash the like button. Leave your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think about the traditional markets today. Real curious. We'll talk about that at noon. Thanks, guys. I'm out.